plays anywhere in the world. Looking at Billy Giordano, the button is on the player to his right. That is Roberto Romanello from Wales. Roberto took up poker when he was bedridden for 3 months after a sporting injury, and it has turned into a lucky break in every sense of the word, as he's now an extremely successful and consistent money winner. He has pocket eights on the button.
Well, in the face of a raise from Tony G, made at 15,000, he's made the call, and look at this, Billy Giordano. He's picked up ace-jack offsuit and he's just shoved it in.
How much is it?
Nothing fancy there from Giordano. A lowly ace-5 in spades for Tony G. And another 43,500 to see a flop. That's a heavy price for Tony G to pay.
Can't see Tony calling with ace-5 of spades, really, but the real worry is Roberto with the eights.
5, 4, 3.
And once again, well, Tony, he was going to let his hand go, but instead he threw in his time button, bought another 30 seconds.
He cannot believe he's in front of both of them, maybe one of them.
Well, this could also be a ploy here from Tony to make sure that the other players know that he's not just raising with hands like ace-5. He wants to convince them that he's raising with better quality, so perhaps using his time button there to show a little bit of strength.
Yes, it's all smoke and mirrors from Tony G.
Well, in the end, he lets it go. And back over to Roberto now, who has a decision to make, and he is slightly ahead.
Yeah, big decision time for the Welshman. And he's made the call. We're off to the races. The underpair against the aces. Tony G saying that he folded an ace.
Yeah, I thought the chance for that.
Well, Billy Giordano is the player up for elimination here, so he needs to see an ace or a jack. And a flop is King 3 deuce. That's no help. Roberto well ahead with his eights. Billy now down to 6 outs. The turn is an ace of diamonds. And look at that, Billy signals the gallery. He is thrilled. And Roberto, well, he can't be impressed by that turn card.
They're both wearing very glittery shirts. I think in the contest for who's the most garish, Giordano wins, and more importantly, he wins this showdown. He survives.
Blinds 3 and 6,000. Action on Tony G. And he gets out of the way. Masa Kagawa joins him. Howard Lederer with King Deuce offsuit. And he looks like he wants to play. And makes a raise.
18,000. He wants to win it here and now, I'd suggest.
And Roberto, he's got pocket 4s on the button. And, well, he elects to fold.
That's the power of Howard's tight image. When he raises, he gets respect, but will he get it from the walking sticks in front of Phil Ivey?
Well, Phil Ivey's got pocket 7s here, so he'll want to see a flop with that. He makes the call.
2 players. 3 and 8. 3 is first.
Here's the flop. It is King, Jack, Queen. That's a scareboard for either player, even with Howard. With top pair, must be concerned with that kind of flop. It is check to him. He'll need to find out where he's at.
Yes, there's no point waiting for another card. His hand's not going to get any better.
And Howard makes it 25,000. And Phil wastes no time and folds. So Howard Lederer showing you the power of position.
Danny Stern over on table 2 fell victim to Barry Greenstein's full house of Queens over 8s and was eliminated in 13th place. Barry, meanwhile, was chip leader with 475,000 in chips. The button is on the decoratively dressed Billy Giordano in C2. Blinds now up to 4 and 8, so the price of poker going up, and the stranglehold on the shorter stacks beginning to tighten.
Roberto picks up a weak ace in the cutoff, and it looks like he's going to come in for a raise. He makes it 23,000, and Billy Giordano has pocket 5s right next to him and quickly makes the call. And to Tony G in the big blind with a 10 deuce offsuit and lets it go. So 2 players to the flop, and Billy with position.
And the flop comes